Can I have that? Because I'm already a little too drunk, so I might as well get a little too high.
Look at me. Oh, look at me. I'm a policeman.
You're going to have to keep doing, now I got to take a shot, and then you go too many shots, so I got to take another.
Life is
sort of
all about balance. Hey, what
are
am I, an Olympic balance artist? What are they called?
Balance bean, man. You're a balance bean, man. Do you know in high school I almost got snake bites?
Really?
Wait, what? What is the snake bites?
To the 2 piercings.
Oh, my
I would have
God.
looked like a fucking idiot, dude. Because all the girls were into the guys with this. And I was like, I got to be that. But I was balding already, so I couldn't.
I can't picture you with...
No, I was like a jock.
It's kind of like, honestly, like...
Oh, here we go.
If you think about
Skrillex.
it, like everyone around you, like everyone on Earth is kind of like, sort of like living their own path.
You look like The Undertaker.
Oh, do I?
Yeah,
I
that's a
know.
little crazy.
I have professional wrestler hair.
Okay, cousin it.
Ooh,
that was really good. Where'd you get that from?
Oh,
Well, where else would I have gotten it from?
Dude.
Enjoy your clams, cocksuckers.
That's the clam talking. You know anything about clams? The press finds out about these bad clams. That's a bad clam, all right. Clam cake.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Clam Cakes. This is episode 57.
no, it's... Oh, yeah, it is. Never mind. You got it right. You got it right. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
So I'm just bringing up my notes.
Yo,
So
what
stall.
What the hell is your name?
I'm Jared.
What?
Yeah, that's me.
That's mad weird because I'm Joe. And this is Clam Cakes, and it's pretty exciting. Today we have a receding guest. Not the word I wanted to use. Not the word I wanted to use at all.
Returning.
A returning guest. Joe.
Repeating.
My hairline's receding.
Yeah, it's pretty bad. You should have seen
No,
it
it's
before.
not.
Yeah. Shows like she has big ideas.
Get
Ladies and
levels like
gentlemen,
that.
you want to introduce yourself, ladies and gentlemen. You want to just set yourself back up, ladies and gentlemen. Alex. Ladies and gentlemen, Alex.
Yeah, you don't have to do an intro because the fans know you. They know you and they love you.
They were calling me and they said, you know who I know?
Unless you want to.
Do it.
I mean, it's just, it's my name. Alex Quinn.
As it goes, that was a bad intro, I think. What do you think?
Well, we're going to keep it unless you want to do it again.
No,
I'm going to turn her levels up.
Perfect.
I wanted to say thank you for editing that episode. And I'm so sorry. And I know this episode is about you today. But I just need to say thank you. And
okay.
I sort of bought you a gift.
Oh.
Really?
It's kind of like an us gift.
Uh-huh.
And it's like for the podcast. And I've been seeing it on TikTok. And I say, oh boy, Joe and I could really use this. So let me just grab that gift.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're
Justin
about to...
Timberlake, could you please come in?
All right, see, all right. Wow, that was crazy.
So I kept seeing these on TikTok, and I was like, dude, I wonder what these would look like if we filled them out.
Can I just stop you for 1 second? If Jared gives me a gift, that's my love language, and I'm out of my fucking mind. So what you're about... Oh, fracking mind. 15 seconds, minutes. What you're about to see is me have... sort of like a genuine emotional reaction to something, and I honestly, I have a severe mood disorder. I don't know what's about to happen.
I mean, if you have a severe like emotional reaction to this, then
no. What I'm saying is,
you gonna cry?
What might happen, but no, my reaction is not going to make sense, or it's going to completely overwhelm
well,
me.
I bought
nobody gets me anything.
shadow work journals.
I want them.
What?
Shit, I would have bought you one. But they were $20 each. So, dude, because it's like it's all about your shadows, and you like feel stuff about your shadows. It's like, oh, what does your shadow do? What does my shadow do? Yeah, he already doesn't have it. So,
wow,
I was thinking maybe for next episode.
You bought this from the TikTok shop. They got you.
I did not. I saw it on
this
TikTok.
Is awesome,
but
dude.
I didn't want to.
They got you though.
I didn't want to get to the man.
They've been sponsoring the
people listening at home.
Dude,
They
got me good, dude.
Okay, we're not gonna have overtalk because last time
Wait,
I was
can I-
called out for that. So we're gonna for the people listening at home, you can look at yours and I'll take Jared's. For the people listening at home, he got me the Shadow Work Journal 2nd edition. It is a guide
all over TikTok,
to
dude.
integrate and transcend your shadows. I don't have TikTok, so I don't know about
You
this.
you got shadows, dude.
Now,
I'll tell
when
that
you
much.
picked up these two, now this one is in remarkable condition.
Right.
The one that I took from you. Now,
yours isn't.
just hold the two.
Are you serious?
Hey, first of all, there's
shit.
there's a dampness to it. I'll tell you that.
I'm not sure what happened to these. And it's funny that I didn't even know, but I gave you this one.
Yeah, I know.
So
knew.
your energy just like is already seeping through
shadow
there.
energy. I'll tell you that. Let me take mine back.
Wow, that's crazy.
This is
Literally,
really cool.
someone
Dude,
ate it.
It's gonna be like the Half-Blood Prince. Like that shit's gonna talk to you.
So wait, so this is I don't have TikTok, but apparently the Shadow Work Journal, it's popular on TikTok.
Yeah.
To kind of do stuff, and
It
you're
says
like,
to,
I'm learning about myself.
On the back, it says to unlock the power of self-discovery and inner transformation with the Shadow Work Journal. Integrate and transcend, 2nd edition. Wow. For exploring the hidden aspects of your psyche known as the shadow and transforming negative patterns into positive
That's
growth.
you, dude. Your negative patterns.
I literally was thinking about this the other day.
So I figured, every week we'll fill out a little. You want to talk about it? You can. You want to do a funny bit with one of them?
Wow, this
you
is
could do
exciting.
it.
So you know what? Okay, how about this? Now I'm seeing
was
that there's a lot of
$100
like
each.
there's a lot of empty. There's questions on a lot of these pages, and there's a lot of empty space that I feel like you have to fill it in.
Yeah, that
now
would
Sam
be
is,
the.
she's
My girlfriend is
doing-
also on the
Yes,
here.
Sam- so we're trying to get every aspect of a normal podcast. So we have a tertiary guest, and we also have someone
Tertiary. That seems rude to Alex.
Really,
Yeah.
do me a favor, look it up,
All right,
and tell
then
me.
you go on.
And tell me if you can't think of a more apropos word for the situation.
Apropos, that sounds
Now,
rude as
number
well.
4 would be, of course, not tertiary, but I mean, like not homeless, but like.
Wow.
I'm just kidding, and that's a joke.
Well-
and that's what we'll do is because one of my bits is jokes, so I'll do jokes and then I'll stop, and that was that bit and segment. Just real quick, the Shadow Work Journal that you got me. Let's just do one of these. So again, a lot of them are topics for like journal entries. So we're just gonna look at one and we're gonna.
Oh
ask.
boy.
I'm going through them, and I just don't want to make Jared
Ask
cry.
one per person.
No, we're gonna do one because these are very deep. The
Okay.
answers.
That's
that
what
are
I'm
on.
saying. I might do like fill out the
Oh,
whole
here's a
thing
cool
and
one.
be like, I don't want to.
Who was your teenage hero?
Oh my god, my dad.
Indiana Jones.
My teenage hero?
No, it wasn't.
It was.
Harrison Ford.
I love him.
Oh no, I can tell.
When she came in, she had the whip.
Yeah,
She-
yeah.
No,
This is a whole. This is
we're like
a.
Alex is late. She just breaks the swings through the window.
She's got a little Asian boy with her.
And then she's like, and then like halfway through the podcast, you get up and move to the side, and we're like, and then a giant boulder just rolls through.
Yep.
Yeah.
You really weren't gonna. Oh man, I thought you were gonna be like pretty funny, Joe.
No, that's good.
So
It was
teenage
funny.
hero, Indiana Jones, really.
hmm
I don't know if I had one.
Why Indiana Jones?
He's badass.
Fair enough.
That's true. We kind of just.
I just-
That's
I
serious.
don't. Yes. I used to literally say Indiana Jones is my hero.
You didn't have.
Have you seen
You didn't
any-
have a father figure growing up.
My dad sucked. Yes.
Oh,
There we go, and
He
that's
was-
what it is.
Now,
My God, daddy.
just
we have to
real
cut that. We
question.
have to cut that out.
No.
What goth girl doesn't have a daddy
No,
issue?
That's
guys,
true.
listen.
Jesus.
Listen, was your dad an archaeologist?
Imagine.
Yeah.
Was your dad always hanging out with like a small Asian boy? more than
Yes.
you?
Mhm.
And he'd get in fights, and a guy would have a sword and do all these
That
crazy
makes sense.
things.
So
and then he'd
my
just shoot
dad
him.
is my hero.
Wow,
Aww.
that's really nice.
Joe's dad's his hero too.
Yeah, he is. He is. Just like most of my heroes, he doesn't exist. Superman, Batman, Dad Man.
I don't know if I. What do you mean a hero?
Maybe next weekend.
That's good, man.
Ask your bitch of a mother. What? All right. Ask your mother. It's her fault. What?
I don't think I had a hero. What's a hero? What do you mean a hero?
I think someone you look up to, someone
Yeah.
you and there's a word right here.
Inspiration.
No, but there's a word right
Allen Iverson.
here. There's a when you want to
He was
be
my
like
hero.
somebody, you
Emulate.
that is the exact word. Oh my god.
Yes, dude. +1 B.
+1 words. That's funny. I was about to do that too. But I did the blow up.
A hero. I don't. Oh, you know what, dude? I think maybe Rob Dyrdek.
Oh,
I was like, this guy, he's got it all. Dude. He's having fun. He's rich.
You
he's
like
making
that
really
better.
expensive grilled cheeses.
You
I
like-
love him.
You like that better?
With no
This-
headphones?
Yeah.
These hurt my ears.
You don't need them.
really
Take them off.
bad.
I
Do they
Because I
really?
have
like them
like yeah,
instead.
because I have this the freaking.
Hold
All right, we
These
just
aren't bad.
played
No, this is cool.
magical headphones.
All right. Heroes, superheroes.
What a musical.
Not superheroes.
I was like, what is the game called?
It's musical chairs.
What about you? You had a hero? Or maybe you didn't?
My
Or maybe you did?
No, listen. I mean, again, and I don't mean to like give the same idea of a answer every time, but
These
I
don't
don't
work. You can cut this stuff out.
We don't
I mean,
have to
come
though, because
on,
I
dude.
think it's kind of like when
Turtle.
I wanted to say Christopher Columbus, but the first thing I thought of was Nebraska.
What?
Yeah, and I was about to say Christopher Nebraska.
Oh.
And that's not right. But I was going to say when he came over, he was talking a lot to Native Americans. I don't know where I was going with that.
That's better, right? Because it was way too loud.
Oh,
before.
actually, that brings me full circle.
Hero. Who's your hero? Who's your hero?
Just like the
Native
Christopher
American.
Columbus thing, I have no memory of that. And just like in my life, I have no memory. So in terms of a teenage hero, I'm not even joking. There's one picture of me sitting on Kev and Steve and Elena's front porch.
Yes.
With the
Are we gonna put the picture
scooter
up?
and
Maybe.
Steven, and we're hanging out and we're looking at the camera. And that is the only thing I remember of basically before I was like, from like 7 to 14.
Well.
Except for when I quote stories and I'm always 10 years old. So in terms of a childhood teenage hero,
means.
if I had to go off the top of my head, I would say
𝐀𝐥𝐞𝐱𝐚𝐧𝐲?
I'm immediately thinking of superheroes. I can't think of anyone when I was young that I looked up to.
Yeah, but I guess that's fine. Mine's.
Well, wait, no, you
fake
said
character.
team, though.
Yeah.
Oh, you said, but I got it.
I can't think of one person. I couldn't even.
Allen
Literally in
Iverson?
my head, I'm thinking a lawyer. Like I'm trying to think of like
Yeah.
someone you would look up
lawyer.
A
to.
doctor.
Yeah, I have no idea. So none. So thanks
Who's
a
the
lot
guy?
for
1-800-LOVE.
I don't have any fucking problems, so I don't even fucking need that fucking journal, dude. Like,
All
and I
right.
swore a bunch of times.
Okay. All right. Alex, I was very excited for you to come on because of video games.
Yes.
And now I feel like most of this podcast is going to be video game talk.
I just opened it and said, "What are you angry about right now?"
Yeah, I read that one.
I'm like,
Everything.
oh my god, these are. I just again before you get into that, officially, thank you so much, Jared, for this gift. This
Officially,
is
you're
very
welcome.
nice, and I honestly really like getting gifts, and I never
And it doesn't
get.
even matter like what it is.
You always give gifts.
I
a
always give
giver.
gifts,
Yeah.
and I never get gifts.
Yeah.
This is very nice, and it's like appropriate or applicable. And I like it.
Apropos.
Yeah, I didn't want to say it twice because I knew. Yeah, sorry.
But anyways, I always want to talk about video games. Joe doesn't like when I talk about
I can't read this. It's like making me
Okay,
think
Jesus
too much.
Christ,
Because
dude.
you think there's something wrong with me is what it is, dude.
I got one for me too.
I don't because you were talking about before, and I just wish that like everyone around me had like this reasons that I had about.
Well, we don't,
and I don't
dude.
even care about any of this shit, dude.
Oh,
Let's
no,
get
he can't get it
you're
now.
bipolar.
Okay, yo, continue.
All right. I think last time we were here, you were like, "Oh, have you played the last one?" I was like, "Yeah, I played the last one. Haven't played the second one." And you're like, "Oh, Johnny, you didn't play the second one." And I was like, "Okay, I'm gonna play the second one." I've played the second one.
So
I've
exciting.
beaten the second one,
Yeah.
Very nice.
and I got a lot to say. About
Okay,
it.
so
This
spoilers.
is The Last of Us 2. Spoiler alert.
Yeah, it's been out since 2020.
yeah.
And so if you haven't.
Wait, really?
obvious-
That's it?
Yeah, 2020
I thought
came
it came
out.
out way before that.
No, so the second one came out 2020.
Okay.
So if you haven't played it yet, then
Wow,
you're just
really?
a dummy.
yeah.
Dummy.
You
I
are.
remember it because when COVID hit, I was so excited because it gave me something to do during COVID.
Wow, I thought it came out way before. All right. So, what is your like overall opinion of it? What did it when you finished the game? What did you feel?
So I felt complete. Like I felt very happy, and I was very I will. Say, you're gonna have different opinions, but I'm an Abby stan.
Me too.
Okay, good. She's like It got to the point where I thought I liked her better than Ellie.
And that's interesting that you said that at the end of it you felt complete.
I felt like that was what needed to happen. Well, are we talking about the very end when
I'm
she
talking
goes?
about you're done with the game.
Okay, so I guess when there's so much to unpack with it.
Look at
so,
these notes. Look at these. I got
Oh,
notes.
I love
dude.
it. Oh,
Notes.
God, I wish I could.
You're really good with autistic kids, right?
Me?
Her,
Me?
you, yeah,
Why?
bro. Because I'm
autistic.
like,
I am
I don't
one.
know the game. Like, I've never played the game.
Yeah.
And
so
he's like, "Oh, I was."
you
gonna
have
do
mad tattoos, and I'm just like, I'm literally like, just
I have Ellie tattooed on
when
me.
I'm
like,
like looking, I'm like,
fish,
oh,
fish.
I'm like, she's drinking up. So what I did was, I looked at your tattoos, and I was like, oh, I don't want to look like I'm like looking at her. So then now I'm actually looking at them, and I'm like, oh, she's drinking up like a
Joe-
bottle, and like and it's literally so distracting.
Well, okay, but Joe. Okay, so Joe hasn't played The Last of Us 2, so he's gonna look at her tattoos while
Yeah,
That's
while we
okay.
talk about
Yeah,
this.
and
yeah.
if he just says something,
He'll just say
we'll
something.
We'll let it
just
go.
blur- yeah, we'll go. Oh, good job,
Fish.
buddy.
Yeah,
something.
fish.
Anyways,
So if we're talking about the very, very end, so if we're gonna give like a little guideline, I guess to like if anybody's viewing this,
you want to
like
you want
the
to give like a
viewers.
synopsis.
So basically, the second game.
What's the plot?
The second game. So the first game, just basically Joel, the main character, he finds Ellie. He's trying to get her because she is the cure, key to the cure because she's immune
to the zombie outbreak.
To this whole outbreak. And when he gets her to where she needs to go, he finds out that in order to get the quote unquote cure, which they're not 100% positive they can make, it would kill her. And so he obviously traveled thousands of
We're reenacting
miles,
what you're saying.
thousands of miles with this girl, and he lost his own child. So he has an attachment to her. So obviously he kills everybody else and takes her with him.
I gotta kill everybody else.
So he raises her, I would say, and the second game.
I'm gonna raise you.
I gotta fucking raise
it happens in the first 5 minutes.
Yeah, so in the second game, he ends up getting killed.
Bang, dude.
Very, very brutally, very brutally by a group of people. And
that caught me off guard because I didn't know that happened.
It's fucking intense. The second game is you play as Ellie, and it's basically Ellie avenging.
She's like, I want revenge, dude.
Yeah, so she wants to get
revenge on, because Abby's the one that did it, right?
the girl that killed him. She's out to kill her, but she wants to kill everybody that was involved.
But you're leaving out a big thing. Abby's like, fuck Joel, because we could have cured this whole thing, but you saved Ellie, so fuck you. That's why I want to kill you.
So I've never played this game before, right?
So
but it
good.
sounds very interesting. But I'm going to just because I want to talk for a second.
So yeah,
I notice on your left hand there's fingernails. On your right hand, but wait, let me say something. Let me say something. Let me say something.
I have anxiety.
No, but let me say something.
Yes.
As a guy, because just
Don't look at
as
me,
I
dude.
think of as a man,
Which is
like
upsetting. I don't think guys will notice that.
No,
I didn't notice you had no fingernails.
Let me.
Thank you.
My take from that was this bitch just beat the brakes off somebody, or she does so frequently that she needs the right hand free. That was my first thought. Was like, now, and my thought is, do other girls see that
Would never have
and
noticed.
think that, or
No,
do they know what
other
it
girls
is?
see that and think this girl has fucking problems and picked all her nails off.
Really? Because my
Yes,
first thought
100%.
was you want to keep one hand
No,
free, and I was like, that's bad.
I just got my
That's-
nails done like almost 2
yeah, but
weeks
she's
ago.
got some nails on that
Well,
hand.
this whole hand has nails,
Yeah.
but what happened was my nails grow out underneath, and then they break. The tips break because when I wear gloves all day, it gets very
Because I
steamy
saw
in there.
something online and it was like
dude.
the male ideal versus like a female's ideal of a man, like what we think a woman would like versus what we like in each other. So I'm thinking that's as a man, that's how I would see that. And I'd be like, damn, she is
Yeah,
tough.
I beat a bit.
That's wild. Okay, I gotta pee, and then we'll be right back.
Nice. Ladies and gentlemen, we're back with Alex. She is The Last of Us 2, and her friend Ellie was in the zombies, and you were saying that Alex didn't want to
Abby.
have because of the cure. So go back on that. You had the cure for Alex zombies.
Ellie was the cure, but Ellie needed to die in order to get the cure.
And
Joel,
now this is the game of this is game of
no, this is The Last of Us. Game of Thrones is a whole different thing.
game of the last game. Got it.
And the girl that plays Ellie in the live action actually was in Game of Thrones as well.
You think I'm funny, right? I put a hat on. Continuity.
God, I want to say this so bad.
Okay, yeah.
The thing with the ending is, by the ending, I hated Ellie. Like,
Yeah.
she did all of this stuff to herself, and it was like, good, you're alone. You deserve it.
Yeah.
And like, once you switch to Abby,
You might be fucking up the levels because there's a thing on there. Because you're screaming. You're
What?
fine. Sorry. There's like a volume thing on the side.
if
of those
I don't
headphones.
get
I know,
to
and
say
I'm so sorry.
what I have
that
to
was
say,
totally my fault.
look at
what
these
an asshole.
notes. I have a
know.
lot of
no,
notes.
You're absolutely right. That was my fault.
Okay.
I did it again.
I'll preface it, dude. The overall, like, I guess, story, I loved it. The stuff with Abby, the Abby part is the best part of the game.
so
which I
good.
think is the biggest problem for the whole game. The
Because
stuff
you don't want to like her.
yeah, but it makes sense. Like, oh, you play as Ellie, and then you're like, oh, fuck Abby. But then you play as Abby, and you're like, oh, I like her.
I understand.
So then, like, at the end, it should have ended with their first fight.
Yes.
Even though that's the transition, right? No.
The first fight
it should have ended
yeah.
with the first fight.
when she killed Jesse,
Uh-huh.
and then she fucking shot Tommy.
because at
I fucked up. I pulled something.
Yeah,
you
I
did
can't hear
something, Joe.
I can only hear out of the right one.
My bad, dude.
Okay, I'm good
Let's
now.
get back to this real esoteric conversation we're having. I'm over here too.
Because okay, let me just say it.
A lot of my values.
We told you this is what was going to be
This is
about.
what's going to happen, and this is happening.
Yeah.
I live here.
So when they get to the first fight twice, right? So you get to the fight. You play as Ellie. They start fighting. You switch to Abby. Then you get back to that fight again.
Yep.
At that point, you like both of them.
Yeah.
Right? But then all of a sudden, now you have to play as Ellie again, and you have to hunt Abby again. I was like, what? I like this character. I don't want to do any of this.
Yeah, you don't want to hurt
especially for
Abby.
such a cinematic game.
And
you would
also,
think
you're going to reintroduce a whole new, like, bad people?
Yeah.
Like, at the end of the game? Like, why did you do that?
They had, all right.
It had no tie
Yes,
to
and
it
it
at
also
all.
was so, like, short-lived. You didn't really know anything about
made
them.
no sense
at all. Yeah.
It was
Yeah.
oh, we need to make this game a little longer, so let's do this.
Yeah.
And
I mean, like, that ending, though, like, she saved Abby.
Fucking hated it.
She
Dude.
saved Abby.
You know the part where you're fighting her in the water? I was like, oh, maybe you're supposed to not beat her because this makes no sense. Why? Like, I don't want to fight Abby, and like I put my controller down, and then she beats you, and we're like, oh, you gotta kill her.
Yeah.
I'm like, this is so fucking dumb. And then and then she goes back to the house, and then she
one's
lost
there.
everything, and
Yeah.
it's like, yeah, good, you're an
was that,
idiot.
Rob?
Like, I really hated it. I
wasn't sure it was Onyx.
It was good that they did the back and forth with her and Ellie, but they made Ellie such a little bitch, dude. Like, you did all of this stuff to yourself. Like,
Yeah.
I don't like you suck. And I feel like they made. Don't do that.
Keep going though,
Don't
dude.
do
Please,
that.
no, you're right.
No, because I didn't do that with you and Steve. Oh, remember when we took drugs?
That's God,
Exactly.
Dude, that's
So
fair.
I'm gonna
and
give you
I,
a shush.
yeah, man, I'm listening. I'm eating my own socks, as they say.
Exactly. And they gave Abby like the most emotional and best stuff. Like the stuff with like whatever. What is his name? Yara or whatever? The little kid that he saves. Like that is so good.
Yeah.
And you see how like Abby changes from this like I don't
Lev.
give a fuck. Yeah, Lev.
Yeah.
She like changes from this like I don't give a fuck to like this compassionate
now
person.
she cares.
And you know at the end, like if Abby were to meet Ellie and Abby was in Ellie's situation, she would have been like, I'm gonna let you go because I've changed. Ellie doesn't learn anything through the whole thing. She does the same,
but
she just doesn't
didn't-
kill her.
She didn't, but who antagonized her to do that?
What do you mean?
It was Tommy. Tommy like fucking really
Yeah,
got
but-
into her head, and Ellie's that's just been her personality.
But Abby also had that on her side. She had her like squad being like, oh, these people are bad, but Abby was like able to learn. You know what I mean? I feel like Ellie doesn't learn at all.
Yeah.
And then it ends with her, and I'm
Yeah.
like, oh, you're having a panic attack? Good.
Yeah.
Like I don't know. The ending completely ruined it. Once after they met for the first time, you know what I mean? When they
Yeah,
fought
that
for
was
the first
intense,
time,
yeah.
I was like, okay, oh, it ends. They meet each other, and they realize like, oh, there's more important things in life. But then it's like, oh my, now we're gonna do a whole nother thing. I didn't like it. I didn't like the ending, but the overall game was good. But the ending, it took me out of it.
So, God, the game's so good. I just started replaying it literally.
I don't think I could replay it again.
Times. Yeah, no,
because it's like I want to just play the Abby part.
I was talking to a
No,
friend.
can't do it. Done. We got to do it. How much time was this? 1,000,000 years? 5 minutes. How about this? And I don't mean to. Maybe instead, what's a video game you remember from your childhood? Matter of fact, what's an arcade game that you remember from your childhood? Too specific?
Well,
That wasn't an
I feel like
arcade.
we're a little. She's
wasn't
younger
that.
than us, and arcade was before
Yes,
us.
Alex just turned 9.
Yeah.
And she had
I
her
am a whopping
birthday party
12.
on a
Yeah.
trampoline. It
Yep.
was very exciting.
A whopping 12 years old today.
Arcade, yeah, but
Or any
you didn't
video
go to-
game then. Because I'm thinking, the first thing I'm thinking of is the Gauntlet Legends, something like that I can't think of. Or like that pizza delivery game where you would stand up but also drive. Something like that.
I don't know
no?
that one.
How old are you?
72.
Damn, 72, man.
Yeah.
I remember when I was 72.
If I'm talking about childhood, what's your childhood video game? God, there's so many. But let me, blank.
Let
Let me blank my mind and then ask me the question.
Can I ask a question? Can I ask something? And this is my fault. And this is for the pod. I don't know how we got here.
You asked the question.
I know. Is that what it is? Okay, cool. Because I couldn't. Like when you're talking and you like forget what's going on. And
Yeah.
You either look forward or back to grab something. You're like, where was I going with this, or what was I talking about?
Mm-hmm.
All right, if you're
and I couldn't.
Okay, Jared, childhood game, Twisted Metal.
That's a good one.
I think it was one of the first games where you play the game, you do the normal thing, but you also can explore and you get little, I'm gonna unlock this guy over
so
here.
it was like it was like the open world thing.
No, but my dad used to make me pick. I used to play Risk on fucking the computer,
my God.
and I used to love that. Or it wasn't. It was like something like Risk.
We used to play
It was
Risk.
literally a computer game, and that was like my favorite game. My dad would sit me down.
Is
and
it
I would play
Dad is your hero?
Where you had like
Was it a board or was it like
No, it was like a computer game where you had to take over
Civilization?
I fucking forgot what it was
Oh,
called.
is it Civilization?
Is it Civilization?
Is it?
Like
let me
you
look
start
it up.
as like a country.
Might be
I
Civilization.
think so,
Nukes.
and it was a computer game.
Wait,
Yeah.
but was it also? Did you start as like cavemen and you had to like learn things? What was
You
that?
could be like you could
What
be
was
like
that game?
friggin'
That's basically
Dolly,
Civilization,
not
right?
Dolly. I always say Dolly instead of the Dalai Lama.
Do you know anything past that? What he's called? If you were like, if they
Him.
showed you a picture of the
He's
Dalai
him.
Lama, you'd be like, "That's the Dalai Lama,"
I go, "That-
and then
he's
they'd be
him."
like, "What's the Dalai Lama?
I
What
go,
what
"He's a
religion?"
monk or
Domination.
something.
I think it was called Domination.
Domination. I
I
feel
feel
like-
like that's the same thing as
Yeah.
civilization.
Yeah, like you have to create like a civilization. No. Now, has anyone played Lemonade Stand?
What is that? That sounds like this. Sounds like
You've never played Lemonade. Do you know what Lemonade Stand is, Sam? Do you know what Lemonade Stand? Oh, you didn't go to a Catholic school. We couldn't.
Selling lemonade
I
for
went to a Catholic
Jesus.
school, and we couldn't play computer games in computer class.
Because
There was like a ban on whatever. So the way you got around this was you went to coolmathforkids.com, and that had Lemonade Stand.
Hell
and you
yeah,
had to
dude.
choose how much water, how much sugar, and how much lemons you would buy, and how much you would sell it for. And then it would tell you the weather, and you had to like start a little business.
Whoa, dude, that just reminded me of miniclips.com, dude.
Yeah,
Remember that?
exactly. Yep.
Oh
Mini
my
clips.
God.
The bubble game, shooting the bubbles.
See, you're
Dude.
a little young for that. We
Yeah.
had back in our day. We had this thing
Now,
called
if you notice,
dial-up.
Alex has her phone out. She's ordering breadsticks.
No, she's looking up
I
the
wish.
game.
I
She's
was.
ordering breadsticks.
I don't remember what it was, but it
And
was
she goes
something
like
like
this.
Risk. Now you see my
She
favorite.
calls,
probably
even though she's on the
Civilization.
phone, she'll wink and she'll go, extra bread. And they know what she
that
means.
means. They
And
know
they
what
drop
that
her off a
means.
40 bag of heroin. And that's kind of like what our like, I guess our society's about lately. Is like we're just really trying to like bring people down, but like grab people out, crabs in a bucket.
Crabs in a bucket.
So I actually have something.
I have to pee one more time. I'm sorry.
Again?
I know. I'm
Dude.
sorry. I'm sorry. I have to.
So exciting.
I have to. though.
Okay, continue.
Holy shit!
we cut and we'll
wash
do-
your hands this time.
All right. We're sorry. I gotta pee a lot, dude, and I pee a lot, and everyone knows that. But we're
Now,
back, and
are
I
you peeing
peed,
again?
and I washed my hands.
Okay. Now, when you say you wash your
Oh, they're
hands,
still wet.
You did.
and that's pee because I didn't wash my hands. So go on, Joe, with your segment that you have.
now my segment is a classic segment. And the thing about classic segments is that you can't always like do them unless you're classic.
Okay. Now,
Sam.
are you Googling segments?
Sam, do me a favor. Second shelf on the bookcase, all the way to the left, is going to be a red book. And you know what it says. It says Che Guevara.
Che Guevara. Che
Perfect.
Guevara's Story Corner.
Very
And now I
good.
know, I just want to say one more thing. I know, you don't like when me and Alex talk about video game stuff that you don't know about. I have a lot of Skyrim questions to ask her.
No, that's fine. Because
And
honestly,
we're going to do it at the end.
no. You can do it next. After we do the
After we
Che
do the
Guevara
Che
story
Guevara
corner.
story.
Sam's having trouble.
She can't read. There's a
Oh,
book
he
called
wants to.
Che.
I mean, you just did it.
Are you familiar with Che Guevara's Story Corner?
No.
Che Guevara story corner. Now, this is actually perfect because I'm going to take a sip.
So, Che Guevara's Story Corner is each of us will flip to a random page. We put our finger on a random word.
Yes.
Well, that'll come up. We'll come up with a 3-word sentence.
How are you going to do that? With us 3 people, you think we should do a word per person?
That's what we did.
You like that?
Yeah.
Cool.
And then, so from each of those words, you can, A to C it, where this thing makes me think of this, or this specific word makes me think of a specific story.
Different parts of speeches.
It's just
Maybe
sort of
there's a
something to get
noun
the
that you
juices
verbed and
flowing.
an adjective. Basically 3 words.
Why
Tell it-
this book?
Because it's just the book that he has and that we use.
It was the first book that we
Okay.
used, and it's pretty large.
and it's funny. It's called Che Guevara's
but the
Story
funny
Corner.
thing about it is that a lot of the words are just Spanish locations.
Yeah, so
if you get a Spanish location, you can spin again. Or if you get like just a Spanish name, you know what I'm saying?
Unless that sparks something in you.
Yeah.
If it says Manuel Garcia, then like you can do something else.
Here we go. Shake of our story corner.
Okay, so first off, why am I reading it? You know what I mean? So forgot the rules to Shake of our story corner, and that's because
you were ruining this whole episode.
And I feel it. And I feel it.
Ruined this entire
Here we go.
episode.
So number one, I'll do the first word. Sam just fell in the toilet. 8.
Hey,
That's a good one. Not the number. The
Eating.
Oh,
she's gonna be good.
I'm on it.
You mean aiding? Or I'll do flea bitten.
I like
How are you gonna know? What
flip
to do
again.
with
Flip
that?
again. Flip
Okay, I'll
again.
flip again.
Because he got a word.
I got a
What is a word?
A word is a blurred of bull
It definitely is something stupid like that.
with.
No, you can't. That's
That's
not
got to be a good word, dude.
You could kind of do in the general area of
Response.
Okay, I like
That's
it.
good. 8
Okay.
response.
8 response and
Oh,
Alex's-
I got something.
Wait
dude.
for the
So
third.
you have to come up with a story.
Yep. What's your
Of either the whole sentence.
Territory.
Wow. And if you zoomed in, she's pointing with an acrylic nail. It probably looked so perfect.
That
Yeah.
looks good.
Clink.
Dude, right on it.
Okay, so 8.
Territory.
What's the second one?
Response.
So I have
Territory.
to tell you a story.
Oh, I got one right now.
Jared's
dude.
already got it,
I
so
got
he's
one,
gonna go
dude.
first. This is actually
Dude,
perfect.
I don't know why, but this moment in elementary school has always stuck with me, and I will never forget it. There was this kid. I won't mention his name.
Okay.
I almost said it, but I'm not going to. He would eat tin foil.
What do you mean he would
How
eat
He
it?
would
do you
eat
eat that?
tin foil.
Chew
And we're-
on it or eat
No,
it?
he'd eat it. He'd chew it and swallow it. And we're like, no one thinks it's funny. We don't think it's cool. Stop eating tin
He had
foil.
pica, dude.
And then he's just like, oh, dude, I'm eating tin foil. And he just kept eating it. And he kept eating tin foil. And then, so you can tell what kind of kid this is, right? So then,
I really know what kind of kid this
yeah,
is.
it's you.
Yeah, you got
So then-
tinfoil in your mouth.
And then, clip it.
I just graduated.
you have to
Stop
go?
saying clip it when we're gonna clip it, dude.
Clip it.
Every fucking time you say clip it, we're gonna clip it.
Well,
Oh my
clip it, please.
god, dude.
Clip it is a colloquial.
Colloquialism?
Colloquialism. It's cloaca.
You can tell me about that.
All right. Anyway, so this kid, he was so annoying, and he would always eat tinfoil. And there was one time. Did you go to Waterman? Mm-hmm. I like at the end of the day.
Bleep that.
You would have. Okay. At the end
It's
of
literally getting knocked down.
Cut it.
yeah, it's
Cut
literally not there anymore.
Cut what she said and then bleep it together.
Okay.
So I think at the end of the day, right, you would
Run an
line up.
oxycontin ad.
Everyone would have every class would have their like square,
woman?
and you'd line up.
Yes,
and then you'd have
yes.
to go. So one day we're in line, and he's in my class, and I think he keeps like pushing me or something, or he's doing something. He's being really annoying, and I'm like, dude. I'm like, you better please fucking stop it. And there's all parents around me. And I'm like, you better fucking stop it, dude. And he kept doing it and he kept doing it. And then I pushed him as hard as I could.
Oh my God, Jared.
He was annoying the shit out of me. And he fell and he was like, and then I just remember like standing over him, like, what have I done? and there's like all parents around. I felt like they were all like looking at me and I was like, I'm a monster. And so I've never pushed another person ever again.
Wow.
Especially those who eat tinfoil.
What was your word?
8.
Well, no, it's all of the words. 8
and
response
eight
territory.
response territory.
So I'm
That was-
responding to him eating tinfoil
And the territory was
annoying
Waterman,
and
yeah.
he's in my territory.
Yeah.
Pissing
He was
me off.
where he was. He saw somebody eating tinfoil.
I thought the story had to have like response in it, and I was like, "This is gonna be hard because I don't fucking know anything."
Oh,
But I
no.
get it now. It's
But
just
you know,
the
if you're
gist
telling
of
a
it.
story, you can
Territory.
choose the
It's
word.
like
Okay.
it's like an improv where
Yeah.
they're like, "Give me a word."
Yep.
And then-
Now, do you want me to go or do you have something?
No, you should go.
Oh, I
go?
hate tinfoil.
Okay. That's very reminiscent of Cat Dog.
Is this your story?
No, Cat Dog. You ever watch Cat Dog?
Yeah.
Do you know what Cat Dog is?
Cat dog.
Do you know what Cat Dog is? Okay, you know what
know
Cat Dog is.
Yeah.
What's cat dog?
One fine day with a
This
wolf
is
and a
the
purr,
cat.
baby was born in the
Baby,
cosmos.
baby,
No blue bug, no
baby,
free-eyed frog, canine, the cat dog, cat dog.
Cat dog, cat dog, cat dog.
Alone in the world with a little cat dog. Who the fuck knows? Out on the road, all back in town, all kind of critters putting cat dog down. Gotta rise above, gotta try to get along, gotta watch, gotta sing this song, cat dog. Ooh, he cat dog. Anyway, there was an episode where Cat was trying to get back at dog. They were fighting, and if whatever cat eats, dog
poops
feels.
it out.
So yeah, which is disgusting. It's like they're just vomiting shit 24/7. It smells like shit and fucking vomit. What's the difference?
Dude,
do
those
they
shows
only
were
throw up
wild
or do
back
they
then.
only shit?
Who's to say?
Out on the road back in town. Anyway, so we got 8, we got response, and we got territory. So for me, my territory, I'm gonna pick it. 𝐀𝐥𝐿𝐧𝐬𝐬. Turkey. Sorry. Location of the world's largest civilization. How old is it? I don't know. Ephesus. You know, pretty old, dude. Like a bunch of years.
Emphasis?
Ephesus. It's the Temple of Alexandria. It's
Well,
like,
Ephesus, dude.
I didn't think you'd do it that time, but you did it. Oh, you really can
Go
pull
on.
blood from a stone. This
Go
guy.
on.
Pretty good. So we went to Turkey on vacation. And basically, when you go to vacation in Turkey, all it is like, hey, wouldn't it be cool if we could go this place? But it's perfectly engineered, and all they're doing is taking you to places that their friends own that they can sell you stuff. So first we go to like a leather emporium where I was in a fashion show. Then we go to like this restaurant that his friend knows. We have some appetizers. And then the last place we went to was a Turkish like rug factory.
Oh, they got good rugs in Turkey, dude.
So you go to this place. There's these like old women making the rugs.
Oh.
The way you make these Turkish rugs is it's like a bunch of knots, like 1 to 2 million knots. And it'll be like some sort of mosaic, some sort of picture. And not a mosaic. Maybe I used that word right. Maybe not.
Sure.
So it's like a mosaic. And basically the knots, as you walk on them, tighten. So the older the rug is, the clearer the picture.
I've heard that.
Super
I've
crazy.
heard that.
So we're looking at all the rugs. It's not going to be good for continuity, is it?
Oh my god.
I mean, you knocked it over. There's a shot of you
like-
knocking it over.
Do you
I know.
like tres leches cake?
Sure.
Wait, why?
I don't know. I think will you eat it?
What?
Will you eat it if I order it?
I don't know.
So, okay, so we threw that away. You're walking on the thing. Yep.
So I go into this place in Turkey. They make rugs. And there's a guy there. And basically they're silk rugs.
So
and
cool.
the way you make the rugs is silk from silkworms.
I don't want to interrupt, but who'd you go to Turkey with?
I went to Turkey with my mom.
Okay,
We
just
went
you two?
No, my mom, myself, damn, I have no
I would
idea.
hope you were there.
Probably like
Holy
7.
shit, you don't know?
Probably like 7 people, like her friends. So
Oh,
it was
okay,
always
okay,
me
okay.
and all her friends.
I was like, family
Yeah.
members you can't
And
remember?
I'm bringing
Okay.
6 people's worth of luggage through Europe.
Aw, shit.
It was all women and me. So I'm like, I got my
How old
chivalry.
were you?
And all the old Italian men are like, chivalry. Like looking at me. I was 20.
Oh,
Because
okay.
we went to Greece. Went to Greece and then Turkey.
Awesome.
Yeah, it was dope. We were on a cruise. Cruises are dope. And as you're going out,
International cruises are really, I want to do one so
So
bad.
far.
I feel like, don't you feel like, oh, like I got to get out of here?
you have
No,
no
it's
idea
so
how
big.
large
Really?
Yeah.
the boat is. Like
That
the
make
ship
me
I was
even
on
more
was
nervous.
Celebrity Cruise Line. It was 16 floors.
There's too many floors. For
And
the
when
ocean.
you're
But you don't like know.
you can
That's
feel the
crazy.
ocean a tiny bit when you're on the top where they had a golf course. But then when you
where
go
they had a golf course.
So yeah, side note, you're going so many places that like we're going to islands. So a couple days you were at sea. When you're on a cruise, it'd be like at sea. And when they say at sea, you are in the middle of fucking nowhere.
no rules, baby, right?
And
you
they're
do whatever you
going
want.
right. So all the floors go down, but like you realize 3 is like the bottom floor. Because anything lower than that is like below deck is like the crew and shit. Dude, I
Great
went
show.
out on the 3rd floor. I was about 40 feet off the water. I look over. I was near dude. If you fell off this ship, you would be gone in a second. The water
That's
is
why
like
they never
yelling
find them.
at-
They don't find anybody.
Oh my god!
People
You
jump
would
off all the
be-
time. You don't find anyone.
And it doesn't look like you're moving fast because the ship is so large. But like you
You're
get down,
fucking
you're
zooming.
whipping it,
Oh,
dude.
yeah.
Oh my god!
Hell yeah.
And the lifeboats are submarines. They're like 45-person capsules. That
Yeah.
Anyway, long story short, I was on a cruise. I got money like that.
Wait, yeah, wait. Was there? What about the rugs?
Yeah, so
Yeah,
we're
we're
in
gonna
Turkey.
put it.
We're going to this rug place. The guy, as like I don't know, like a bit or like part of the tour, they make it out of silk. So the way you do it, I didn't know this, but silkworms, like the way you do it is you agitate the silkworms. So like they look like beetles, and you put them in
Start talking
water. So it's like a
politics to 'em.
giant bucket of water, like a giant basin of water. And they stir the water with these wooden paddles, and they agitate the silkworms. And basically, the silkworms get scared and start pooping silk. They're just like,
That's fucking wild.
Yes, they just
Great.
poop it out. But they're bugs. Because honestly, dude, if you're like a vegan world person and we're down to bugs, dude, can I have bugs?
No, you
Can I
can't have
treat
bugs,
bugs
dude.
poorly, please? I'm treating bugs poorly, unless it's a spider. That doesn't count. Spiders aren't bugs. They're like peebo and moron.
Don't you eat them?
Yeah, but that doesn't count either, Jared.
Okay, all right.
That's for
nutrients.
That's
Get
for the
it
shock
together.
value.
Never mind.
So anyway, they're around this thing and they're agitating. There's like these old women and they're stirring the things. And the guy, he's like, anybody who eats a silkworm.
Oh, jeez.
He said anybody
Say
who eats a
less.
silkworm gets 20% off their rug.
What?
What he actually said was anybody who eats a silkworm
He's a fucking idiot.
gets, because I'd already eaten it at that point. Once he said it, literally. So I'm standing there. I literally just stick my hand and I grab it and I eat it. And he's
Gets
like,
AIDS.
now, apparently no one's ever eaten it before because there were rugs there that were $60,000. These rugs take years to make. They were so fucking expensive. So like we were actually with these two women that were rich. So everywhere we went, they bought something. It was fire. We'd had to like piggyback on their wealth. It was so like they ended up buying a rug, but she bought a rug that was like, my mom's friend bought a rug that was like $1,800 and she saved $360 because I ate a bug.
Oh my god!
So we do all that
you
shit.
would have eaten all the bugs.
That's what I'm saying. So on the way out, he's like speaking to people, and I hear behind me like, "Oh, hey, come here." And I turn around, I just like
Eat it again.
eat a bug. And he's like, and the lady's like, and I'm like, yeah,
Ew.
kill, dude, kill.
Good, dude.
So 8 location response.
That's good, dude. That's good. We
Thank
had
you.
2 good. Do you have one? It's okay if you don't.
It's okay if you don't.
The only things I can think of are like two. They all involve alcohol.
Sure. Or
Continue.
you can A to C it, meaning response. It's not necessarily response, but response makes you think of this word, and then you have a story about this word. That's what we do in improv.
I was gonna say, do you want to ask him about ANC that he clearly wants to ask, or do I want to?
Well,
What is
What
ANC?
What is
Improv. That's
ANC?
improv.
Hold on.
Hold on.
Okay.
Jared. What is ANC?
Oh,
Sorry, 1 second. What is ANC? Jared?
I'd
what is
love
it?
to tell you. Okay, so
Hold on, Jared. What is ANC?
I'd love to tell you. Okay.
Yeah.
Nice. No, I thought I'm happy
Okay.
she did. I want to
Yeah.
give you.
So in improv, we A to C it. So if we ask for I haven't done improv in 10 years. But if we
clearly.
ask, we say, oh, crowd, give me a word.
Fred. That's not good.
That's no, because I'll
Drinking.
probably say no name.
Friday. Oh my god, that's not good either.
Dude, you're bad at this. Say another, just say
Flower.
Do you
an
remember
object.
when our friend Drew? I was doing this with him. It was like the every other, like once upon a time, and we go
God.
once upon, and he goes 60.
Yeah, and it's like, dog, that makes sense.
That's
bro.
a word. You said a word.
Okay,
60.
But okay, so you said flower. I'm not gonna come out and be like, here, I got a flower. When you say flower, it makes me think of
Orchard.
it makes me think of
Outside.
I stepped on a flower, so I'm gonna come out as a bully who's just like ruining people, who's like stepping on like your card house or something.
You know what you're giving me the vibes of? From
Say it.
fucking 21 Jump Street, fucking when he was like,
Channing Tatum.
Ryan Howard.
Cynthia died for our Cynthias. You ever
Oh,
guys
like
seen
the.
that?
It sounds like you're doing a
Channing Tatum?
spoken word.
Yes,
poem.
yeah.
I hate spoken word.
It's so
So
Anyways, did you want to tell You don't have to tell.
yeah,
a
no,
Shake
tell us
Reverse
this drinking
all
story, and this is probably gonna be the end of the podcast.
No, I have to ask her. I have to ask her questions about Skyrim, even if it gets
No,
cut.
come on,
even
we
if it
can't.
gets cut.
Then let's
even
just
if it gets
talk
cut,
about it.
I have to. I want to
Yeah, but
ask her.
let's just talk
Can you-
about
do
it
you want to
then.
do Shake Rivara story corner?
I'll just tell you my
Tell
story.
it,
I guess
please.
it's not the best, but so the first time I ever got drunk, I was 20. My mom,
Whoa,
it was
really?
Yeah, you guys, I was
think I was, like,
scared.
13.
She knows this story. I was really scared.
Of drinking.
Okay, no, not right now.
Okay,
I was really
sorry.
scared because the first time I got high, I was awful, and I just always thought that
different.
it was.
Oh,
I
she's
know it's very
addicted to
different,
Percocets.
but I just
Before
never.
that, I got-
No,
yeah.
when you're little, you're like, oh, they're
It's
messed
all gonna
up.
be the same,
When
yeah.
you messed up. You messed
So-
up.
Yep.
It was Thanksgiving Eve, and my mom always goes out with her girlfriend. So my mom was like, "You're almost 21. Like, let me take you out, whatever." And I said, "Okay." So I go to this first bar with her, and now
You think she's a good mom?
You gotta say yes. What the hell? Why would
Sorry.
you say that on
Continue,
the
dude.
podcast?
Mom,
It was in
you're
that journal
great.
you gave me. My bad, dude. I was fucking getting that journal.
Your
Yeah.
mom is very funny.
yeah, she is.
Continue.
So she brings me to this first bar, and I think it was like the Black Sheep or the Black Duck.
Black Sheep.
It was Black Duck. It was-
Underneath the bridge.
Yes. Yep. So we go there first, and
Next to Comedy Connection.
I didn't know like what to order because I've never drank.
Let me guess. You
before.
said Captain and Coke.
I did say yeah.
Yes,
I
dude.
did say
That's
fucking-
always
job,
the
dude.
Yeah. Okay.
When I was a bartender and someone ordered a Captain and Coke,
You
I'm
knew
like,
their
let me see
order.
your
Let me
ID.
see
Yeah,
it.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah,
Because I
yeah.
didn't know.
No one likes Captain and
And,
Coke.
No.
if you make it like short,
Yep.
if you do a shorthand, let me get like a G&G, T&T,
What?
IND.
What is that?
Yeah.
So
ID.
I tell my mom. My mom's like, "What do you want?" I was like, "Oh, I want like a rum and Coke." She goes, "Okay." So she goes up to there. She gets it for me. I drink it. Tastes like shit. But I was just like, because I never had alcohol, and I was like, this is fucking awful. So then after that, my mom was like in a weird time. It was like when she was dating Jay, but she was also dating like 4 other people. So she had this guy show up to the bar with us, and I forgot his name, but he was like, he came in like a trench coat. This motherfucker looked right straight out of the Matrix, bro. Straight out of the Matrix. I can't remember, but
her sister's name's Trinity.
My sister's name is Trinity, yeah.
And this guy's name was Neo.
No.
Get up, Trinity.
But he did have like this long black trench coat. It was fucking
duster?
leather. It was crazy, yeah.
Love it.
So he was like, oh, like, let's go to this different bar. Like, let me take you and your daughter. So we go with him, and then my mom goes, finish your drink. So I finish my drink, and we go to this next bar, and it's like super dead. It's like fucking karaoke, but it's like super bad karaoke. It was horrible. And so at that point at the bar, like when we get in, my mom was like, what do you want? And I say a Jameson and ginger. Because I don't know. And so
Mix
I was
it
like,
up. You should do every alcohol at once.
Yeah, that's what I was like, let me try it.
15 fruit flies. Just
so, there's a couple.
You also pre-gamed.
Sam is saying she also pre-gamed.
Do you remember we were taking...
Sam came over. Yeah, we did Malibu shots.
Yeah.
Oh, well, that's like 2% alcohol.
20%.
Yeah, we did.
But I guess if you've never
order
drank before.
People order Malibu and Parrot Bay and pay the same for. I don't
Idiots,
understand
dude.
people, dude.
So I get that, and then my mom was like kind of feeling it, and she was like, this plus fucking place is whack. Alex, down your drink. So I fucking literally chugged the fuck out of the Jameson and ginger,
Good
right?
mom.
So we get to the next bar. Now this next bar is like a very college bar. There was tons of college kids in there. So I show up and I'm like fucked up. So I'm sitting at the bar.
But you're 20. That's college.
Well, yeah, but I'm sitting at the bar and my mom was like, what do you want? And I just say a Blue Moon because I was like, I can't have any more liquor.
You should just get a glass of vomit at this point.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So she gives it to me, or he orders it for us. We go to the bathroom, and I'm like in the bathroom with my mom, and I was like, Mom, I'm like really drunk. And then she was like, that's okay, honey. Like you're living it up. Like well, just go with it. Like whatever. Yeah, dude, my mom's crazy. So then we go back to the bar. My fucking alcohol is there. So I'm sitting at the bar, and I literally I look like everybody I make fun of at the bar. Like I'm sitting at the bar like this with my hands on my head, like I fucked up, bro. Like I'm fucked up. And now this is the first time I've ever been drunk. I've never even I've tasted alcohol, but I've never been drunk.
It's not good. Yeah.
No. So I fucking I took 2 sips of the fucking beer, and I looked at my mom, and I was like, Mom, I'm really I'm gonna be sick. And my mom was like, okay. And my mom's fucked up now, right?
Oh,
now
so she's like, get away from me.
Well, no, she's like, okay, we'll go home. Like that's exactly how she said it. And she
got you in the car and she drove.
She's driving. My mom is driving. My mom is really bad.
She might. If this goes out, they might take you away from her.
I don't know who
You
my
might,
mom is.
you might have to go with the foster care.
I don't have a mom.
She was raised by this woman. She obviously doesn't give a fuck.
No,
I'm saying
I don't care.
DCYF is going to get a hold of
this.
this.
Oh my God.
She's
DCYF
30 years old.
I hope they fucking would. I hope they see this shit,
Imagine.
please. Look
I
how
get it.
great I turned out, and you
I
take
get
all
why
these kids
you're-
away.
Yeah, I get why you have so many tattoos.
Yeah,
dude.
exactly.
Okay.
This is called
naughty girl.
and mommy issues and daddy issues. You know,
But
we
you
learned that
didn't
both in
drink-
the beginning. It was daddy issues. Now we're on mommy
But
issues.
you didn't drink until you're 20, which is very interesting to me.
Well, my mom was so lenient. She never
So-
she let us do it. She was literally, if I could describe my mom, she was fucking the Mean Girls mom.
Yeah, but you
If you're
seem so
gonna drink,
normal.
honey,
What would
I-
you have, a black grandmother or something?
Rosa
No,
Parks.
but my nana loved black
Cut that
men.
out, Jared.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's no
Oh,
one
so
more
it was so
capable of
you could
raising a
drink.
child.
It's like
So
what's
that was the thing is
It's not,
I had
cool.
so much freedom. I don't know. I was sneaking out of the house at 16 all the time, running to Broad Street
But you
all the
didn't
time.
drink.
But I never drank. Yeah, no.
You
I
just ran into the middle of Broad Street.
yeah, all the time. So basically we get back in the car. I'm sitting in the car, I'm slumped up on the window, and she's kissing this guy goodbye, whatever. So she gets into the car, and she's like, okay, honey, I'm gonna take you to CVS. We're gonna get you some Pedialyte and stuff like that. Yay, cakey.
Joe got Alex cake. Trace Laces.
So good.
and he
Oh my
did
God,
get me a
oh my God,
burrito
oh my God.
bowl, which is wild.
Thank you so much, Joe.
And he got Sam chicken
Sam
fingers.
Yay. So,
I'm upset right now.
why you want some?
I wanted a burrito bowl.
all your bullet points, you're gonna remember the cake.
So we're in the car. She's like, well, I'm going to take you to CVS. So we'll at least get you some Pedialyte and whatnot. And I was like, okay, whatever. So we're driving, and I tell her she needs to pull over. So we pull over, and I fucking yak. And all I remember at that point was saying at the time, I was literally like, my pad thai that I ate. Like it was all the pad thai. And I was so upset because I was like, it was such good pad thai in the beginning. And like all I could think about was the fact that now it was all on the streets of Providence.
Interesting. So interesting you remember.
Oh, I remember the whole night. I remember the whole night.
You don't remember the first time you got drunk?
Yeah, I do. I don't really want to interrupt Alex's story.
I mean,
she was done.
What?
You were on your down.
I have to show you the video. We have videos of me that night.
Is there a picture of her like holding your hair in the bathroom? Because I feel like I've seen that on Facebook.
No, but
it's like her mom.
I meant her mom, not. I don't know why. I said you.
So then what ended up happening was we go home and then my sister takes my phone and she starts recording.
Yeah,
me.
I've seen that.
So right now, for your viewers at home, we're watching a video of Alex.
15,000 likes on that. Can you get us?
Because it's hilarious, you guys. Look at me. There's my mom.
Oh, that's what makes it funny.
Bruce Lee shirt on.
Yeah. Who's your mom? 30 there?
Now, do you think if you get up to 100,000 views on that or something, your wingtips are going to reach your ears?
Okay. This one has 319.
Ooh, is it
319,000?
Yeah.
Damn, talk your shit.
Spit your game, talk your shit.
Good for you.
The first time I got drunk, Andy and I thought that Jaeger bombs were
milk,
was beer and Mountain Dew.
I'm taking a bite.
So we mixed. We were also also 14.
It's mad good too.
So we mixed Molson Ice and Mountain Dew, and we thought that was a Jaeger bomb.
I wish you didn't ask about it a second time, so it could have been a real surprise because I just didn't want you to.
Mud bong.
All right, God, I want to talk to you about Skyrim. Joe's gonna get angry.
No, listen, we can't. We're already at an hour and 14 minutes.
You ruined this whole episode.
So I guess I'll say,
but for 30 minutes of it,
the first time I was drunk, I was 1.5 years old, and I drank a cup of vodka. And I don't remember it. Yeah, a cup, because my dad was an alcoholic. Shout out, Dad. I don't know
Dad, if you're watching.
I don't know if they have TV in hell. But
and this is all they watch.
And then, then when I was 3, I drank. I left the door unlocked. Wow, we got to end this episode.
Dude.
Yeah, it's fine. No, I'm looking at it. When I was 3, I drank a cup of blackberry brandy that my this woman that my mom and I were living with kept by her bed. And then when I was 14, I got drunk, like actually consciously for the first time. And I thought you had to eat while you drank, but I thought it had to be a 1-to-1 kind of thing. You drink an ounce of vodka, you got to eat an ounce.
Oh my God.
Weighing food?
No. So what I did was I had 13 shots in a can of Pringles. And then I woke up over the toilet, like screaming, call 911. My mom grounded me for 2 weeks, and I was like, "Oh, this is like pretty cool."
I mean, you don't ever just kind of do something.
No, yeah.
When you do it,
you do it.
You fucking do it.
Sometimes, if I don't have enough money, I'll just do something like whatever kind I can get. Really, sometimes I'll do half of what I wish I could.
You just do like a little of it.
But I'll tell you this: if I
all right, we gotta end it here.
Thank you for
Alex,
watching.
thanks for coming on.
Big bag of it.
God, I want to talk more video games.
Let's just talk while we're hanging. You know,
Joe just want to hang out, but I feel like we need to record it.
She has to leave.
It's
she has
only
to go to
8 o'clock.
Hawaii for that whole like Maui thing. She's speaking at a conference.
Thank you for coming on. We gotta have you come on again, obviously. Wait, is there another like story game you're playing? Maybe for next time we could reconvene.
No, I just been playing Apex every single night.
Nice.
No story games.
I don't like that game.
Love
you should
it.
play Overwatch because
I never really thought I would like it.
Speaking of stories, we're at the end of this one. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for watching. This was Alex, aka Alex Quinn Tattoos.
Yep.
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
I thought it was Miss Quinn.
We talked about this. It's a woman's name plus a fake last name and then tattoos, dude. We talked about it.
Every tattoo artist has that.
Thank you.
Mine would be Spirit Boy.
Pretty good.
And anyways, thank you for watching.
Do you know how we end? Probably don't. You do, but you forgot. You're going to say until next time, and then all of us together say Clam
Do you know if I
Cakes.
clipped you going like that, you would never work again in this town?
Oh, you think I'm not going to do the strike a pose? Death drop. Death drop.
Okay, so Alex, you wanna sign us out?
Until next time, everyone.
Clam Cakes.